Greetings and welcome everyone. Please let me know if you can hear me by typing a Y on the text chat. All right, thank you. And how is my presentation screen? Is it clear for all of you? All right. Thank you very much everyone and welcome on board. How's everyone doing tonight? I would like to extend my gratitude once again to all of you who are joining my invitation to join this live session in order to learn, experience, and participate in a collective energy clearing and high frequencies activation work. So really very grateful to all of you for your presence with me tonight. And before we begin, please make sure to stay focused during the time of this webinar. Stay away from all kind of distractions, mute your cell phones, close all of the social networking, and also keep some drinking water with you, as I will be sharing deep insights about the topics under discussion, and I will also be using high frequency quantum healing tools for supporting the discussion. So there will be a lot of energy work involved in today's webinar. So is everyone ready to start? And let me also check with all of you if I have the permission to use the quantum healing tools on all of you during this webinar. Please let me know if I have your permission. Hello, my dear Alia, Sasha. Hello, Samrat. I believe you are joining me for the first time. And I also see some of my old attendees, Bashkar, Betty, Mapi. Some of you are still trying to join in. So I'm just going to start with our items under discussion, and we are just going to see how many of you can actually join this live session today with me. Okay, Samarat, welcome on board. So let's quickly review the topics of today's discussion. So the topics under discussion are quite intense and insightful, and I'm quite sure that you are going to benefit a lot from this discussion and insights. And especially for those who are already in this quantum healing modalities, it will be something for you to take and use in your routine practice as well. So the first point here is how your genetic expressions are influenced by your life experiences. How you can get out from being a victim of your genetics. Why interaction with sound tones, colors, and geometrical structures influences your behavior and how to use them for your success and attracting abundance. How your raised frequency can assist in the transformation of your health and behaviors. How you can impact the collective in a most harmonious and joyful way by your mere presence. And this is something that I believe everyone would love to learn and practice. There will also be an announcement towards the end of the session, and finally we are going to close our webinar with the golden frequencies download. Hello, Ivan. All right, everyone. So let's go ahead with our discussions. I'm going to be talking a lot about the genetics today, as it is also something that I am involved in my routine life as a part of my physical job. I am a project manager for one of the national program for genetics. So genetics plays a major role in my routine work, and it has also given me a lot of insights in my healing practice. So as I learn new things, I always desire to share it with my students and with the journal audience, as it is like kind of my ongoing service pact that I have made with myself on a soul level. And I believe that you will be looking forward to sharing these insights with your students and your family members or clients once you get to learn about it. So, starting with the first topic, we were taught that our DNA is something stable and unchanging, which makes us who we are. But in reality, it's much more dynamic. The way our genes expresses itself is called genetic expression. And this is the most important thing that you are going to be learning today. This brings us to the topic of epigenetics. What is epigenetics? Epi means above, and epigenetics means above or on top of genetics. This phenomena refers to external modifications to our DNA that turns genes on or off, just like a light switch. These modifications, however, do not change the DNA sequence, but rather they affect how our cells read our genes. And just learning about this science of epigenetics in more depth is the key to the way of learning that how you can change your life and how you can stop being a victim of your genetics that you inherit from your parents. And simply by being aware of epigenetics concepts, you can gain more control over your life. And unlike DNA, which remains relatively the same throughout our life, our epigenome can be changed through environmental factors. Just like our languages, every one of you is also maybe speaking a different language. Some of you are speaking Arabic, others are speaking French. Myself, I speak multiple languages. So each language, as it is like packed with underlying culture, because we are like reflecting our culture through the way we speak and we act. Similarly, our genetic expressions are influenced by our life experiences. So what really affects our genetic expression? There are numerous factors. So pay attention to this slide. First of all, our thoughts. Our thoughts are beyond powerful. They can directly impact our genetic expression through the release of hormones and chemicals. Any kind of thoughts, whether they are happy thoughts, thoughts of frustration, thoughts of hatred, thoughts of judgment, understand that every single thought has a certain frequency that impacts our genetic expression, because these powerful thoughts have the power to impact our hormones. Any kind of feeling that we undergo and feel in our body actually releases certain hormones and chemicals that impacts our genetic expression. So be very mindful of what you think and what you energize through your thoughts. Because the first person who is going to be affected by the frequency of the thoughts is nobody but yourself. The second point is diet. We all know that food is a medicine for us, right? It's like a medicine. A lot of people actually consume food as medicine because they are aware of the impacts of food on their body. Our diet directly impacts our epigenome, and it directly impacts our gene expressions. Then there is also medications. Medications is something that is still under research in terms of, like, the studies are still going on to understand the impact of medication and hormonal treatment on our genes. So unless it is completely ruled out by research and science, it is still somehow considered as one of the factors which impacts our health and behavior and hence impacts our gene expressions. So that is why I'm keeping this point here in the list of items that can affect our genetic expression. Then we have stress levels. Stress impacts cortisol levels, a potent hormone. And if you work in a high stressful environment, it's a good idea to counterbalance this stress in your life with relaxation techniques. If you already have decided to live with that stressful environment, then it's a good idea always to bring some relaxation techniques, all right? But you always have a choice to leave the stressful environment. That is something that you have the power to choose. However, a lot of people somehow, due to certain obligations and financial constraints, are abided to stay in stressful environments. So the thing that you can choose to do is to counterbalance the stress in your life with relaxation techniques, exercises, and a lot of laughter. Yeah, the stress hormone actually causes epigenetic changes. Yeah, research has actually proven this as it was conducted on mice, revealing that chronic exposure to a stress hormone causes modification to DNA in the brain of mice, prompting changes in gene expression. And this research also revealed that mice who were subjected to a lot of stress, when their offsprings came into being, they used to jump more than the usual way a mice is usually jumping. So they end up having a lot of like ADHD kind of activities. Actually, during stressful situations, we produce steroid hormones that affect many systems throughout our body. So we really don't know exactly how much stress can impact our gene expression, but research has proven that stress hormones does cause epigenetic changes. And we are also aware that positive as well as negative experiences are something that we cannot really control, like things happen in our life. Especially for the growing children, they somehow carry the positive as well as negative experiences with them into their adult life. However, through the epigenetic awareness, we always have the power to positively change the negative impacts or experiences of our childhood life. And then there are economics and socio-economics factors. Of course, economy of a country has a major impact on its citizens, and the social economic factors also impacts people's life a lot. We also have another point here to consider, which is related to the physical activities. So how often and how much we work ourselves out also impacts our epigenome. Now, this really doesn't mean in order for you to work out harder and faster or on daily basis, going through extensive exercises or attending to gym. Just routine movement like walking and stretching, this itself also has a beneficial impact on our overall health. So keeping physical activities as a part of your routine is also something that affects our genetic expression in a positive way. And then there are living environments. Our living environment has a major role on our epigenome. People who live in situations or environments where there is always some kind of a fear or living in a fight or flight kind of environment results in low immunity within a body, and a person becomes more prone to developing various kind of infections. And last but not the least, microbiome, our gut microbiome. Our gut acts as the front line of our immune system, and it is constantly exposed to new microbes and molecules that come from the things that we eat and drink. The process that take place in the gut are involved in the central nervous system, brain, and it even influences our mood. The microbes that live in our body are determined by what we are exposed to, and these colonies of microbes are constantly in a flux. Geography, health status, stress, diet, age, gender, and even everything that we touch, this all affects the composition of our microbiota. So microbiota is affected by all of these things, and it is something again in our hands to choose consciously, especially as you understand now that whatever we eat and whatever we drink impacts the gene expression. So far clear? Now this next slide is going to put some more light on our epigenetic life path. The phases and factors influencing our epigenome. As you can see that I have listed here the complete pathway from preconception till the point a person becomes mature. At preconception, some epigenetic tags from our parents are passed to us. This is a known fact. Now, during the stage when an embryo is developing, the cells develop specialized functions via epigenetic instructions. This means that the maternal nutrition is playing a very important role at the time when there is a development of the embryo, as it provides the epigenetic support. Also, at the time of embryo development, if a mother is undergoing any kind of stressful experiences, it negatively impacts the nervous system development of the embryo. Now, during the path of infancy and childhood, the epigenome remains flexible through early growth stages as environmental and nutritional conditions changes. So this is the time when the inherited epigenetic can be overridden with environmental and nutritional conditions. During adolescence and early childhood, nutrition and environmental exposures again has a very powerful impact, and it affects the epigenetic inheritance. And from childhood onwards till maturity, the gene silencing through targeted nutrition allows epigenetic mechanisms of action to prevent or delay the onset of inherited health problems and improve the quality of life. We have discussed that there are various factors which impact our epigenetics, right? The biggest of all these factors is what we all know as stress. And as I've just mentioned that during pregnancy, during the development of the embryo, if a mother is exposed to stress levels, it impacts the nervous system development of the baby. So it is very essential for pregnant women to stay out and away from stressful environments and situations. And when there comes the stage of early adulthood with a progression towards adulthood and maturity, then the most impactful factor for shifting the epigenetics positively is actually through our thoughts, choices, and actions. Because the brain is then developed well enough and there is enough awareness that can allow a person to choose their thoughts and make their choices in a conscious way. And then taking actions to reflect those thoughts and choices is what really makes our reality the way we desire to make it. As Albert Einstein has stated, that there is no matter, that everything is energy. We understand that what we witness in our reality is a byproduct of an energetic expression which is usually based on our thoughts. As our thoughts begins this energetic shift, our emotions amplifies this energy, and then our actions increases its momentum in order for the reality to show up in our life. All that we witness in the world now, in the form of the developments, inventions, these are all a byproduct of thought, a thought that somebody had in their mind, right? So when we are clear about the fact that everything is energy, we also understand clearly that our thoughts have powerful energetic expressions within it that can actually affect our epigenetics. And since all start with our thoughts, we are to bring the awareness of noticing how our thoughts are being created and how they are impacting the entire flow of reality for us. So, what kind of thoughts you carry around when you have official workload, when you have any kind of relationship challenges, when there are loads of family obligations, social pressures, health-related problems, what kind of thoughts comes in your mind? Stressful thoughts, right? Now listen to this. You might think that stress merely affects your mood temporarily or gives you a brief headache, but the truth is that chronic stress can affect your health on a much deeper level, an epigenetic level. You getting my point here? Yeah, so a growing amount of research has proven that things like stress, as well as the food that you take, and also the cigarettes or shisha or any other kind of addictive medication that you consume, can also affect the way your genes are expressed. So the important point here is to understand that what you are required to do when you are undergoing stress. First of all, you require to eliminate or at least minimize the occurrence of stress and stressful thoughts in your life. Because thoughts are something that you are creating, so you have the power to change them. So, what are the different measures in your routine life that you can take to manage stress? First of all, practice more conscious awareness. Become more of an observer rather than a victim of the situation. When you are going to start practicing more conscious awareness, it will be much easier for you to stay away from creating any stressful thoughts for yourself or becoming a victim of a stressful environment. Second, engage yourself in physical activities. For example, in a routine basis, you can engage yourself doing mild exercises like brisk walking or simply stretching for 10 to 15 minutes. Choose healthy food and drinks. This is a choice point. If you are deliberately taking unhealthy food and taking a lot of fizzy drinks or alcohols, then you are actually choosing to negatively impact your genetic expression. Nobody but you yourself is the first person to get affected by your choices. Then what else you can do to manage stress? Meditate and engage yourself more with nature. Breathe slowly and deeply. Take pauses. Slow down. Observe silence. Give yourself some time out. Keep yourself well hydrated. More importantly, forgive and forget. Let go of what does not serve you well. Keep your energetic body clear and work on raising your frequency to elevate yourself from low frequency grid. Because the most important thing for you is to live a powerful life with high frequency. And the high frequency is achieved by consciously becoming aware of what you are creating with your thoughts, consciously choosing your food and drink, breathing slowly and deeply, and working on your energetic body. And of course, all the other points that I have mentioned here. Small things that you choose consciously to practice in your life also brings you to a higher grade of frequency. Everything vibrates energetically at a particular frequency. The higher the frequency of our energetic bodies, the lighter we feel in our physical, emotional, and mental bodies, thereby experiencing greater personal powers, clarity, peace, love, and joy. And this statement has been supported by Nikola Tesla, where he is saying that if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibrations. So how do we bring this understanding in our routine life intuitively? How do we bring in our life ways of decreasing or eliminating stress? We all know this intuitively already. What do you think? Yeah, well, people across the globe are already using different techniques like colors, sounds, symbols, geometry. Some enjoys painting, some enjoys more live nature, some enjoys listening to the music. And why do you think that it is important for us to have more clarity around us? Like having a lot of clutter itself creates a lot of energetic blockages within our bodies as well as within our thoughts. So keeping your home and your office clear from the clutter is very important. Get rid of anything that is not useful for you anymore, or which is something lying there without you touching it since a very long time. So usage of sound tones during meditation is also a common practice. A lot of people are doing, as you are also mentioning here, music. And you also understand that the impact of soothing colors and different sound tones are used for acquiring peace of mind and the relaxation of body, right? However, please understand this very important point that the manifestation template, which is basically our DNA, it governs the functions of our body and consciousness. And when we choose to use sound tones, colors, and symbols in our 3D reality, we actually engage our consciousness to create a pattern of energy that has a specific vibrational signature, which is also called a tonal sound signature. And this energy directly interfaces with the energetic vibrational sound signature of the DNA, which is our manifestation template's scalar grid. So the impact of sound, color, and geometry is very important on our gene expression, on our manifestation template. And let me know, how do you instantly feel when you interact with the spectrum of colors, when you hear a beautiful soothing melody, or you visit scenic locations? How do you feel when you enter a beautifully decorated house? How do you feel when you are in nature? Everyone is saying beautiful, calm, divine. Yes, everything has vibrations, especially the sound. Each musical note has a certain frequency. And this is exactly what I have taught in my recent certification program for Solfeggio Hertz frequencies training, in which we have used codes of awe and very powerful sound tones for healing purposes. The colors, shapes, beauty of nature. Yes, so intuitively we are already in understanding that for relieving stress and stressful thoughts, we choose to either do exercises like yoga, or we listen to the soothing music, do meditations, interact with beauty around us. And this is something that Tesla has already said, Einstein has already agreed upon, and science has already proven it. It is a known fact that everything, including our own bodies, is made up of energy, vibrating at different frequencies. That is why we feel different with our interaction with different kind of objects or different people, because everyone has a unique signature of frequency. That being said, it seems logical to wonder, can sound frequencies affect our genome? Can colors affect our moods? Can geometry calms our nerves? Well, it appears that this is the case, as you have all also mentioned that how you feel when you interact with the nature, with music, with beauty around you. It does have an impact on your moods. Yeah, it elevates your moods, right? So frequencies affect frequencies. It's just like mixing ingredients with other ingredients while you are cooking in order to bring a different flavor to your dinner, to your meal. So in line with this discussion, I will now be using the quantum healing tools, which are energetic prescriptions created and designed with the combo of tonal energies, which are the sound tones, prayers, colors, and geometrical shapes. And as a part of my practice, I would also like to bring to your attention that all these codes of art that are energetic prescriptions are created by one of my great teacher, Yvonne Delafleur. And the disclaimer here for the usage of codes of art is that these codes do not replace any medical intervention. However, they are used to increase a person's self-healing and self-mastery powers. And it has a great impact on your nerves. It actually soothes your nerves immediately when you are interacting with these powerful frequencies. Every code is unique, as every person is unique. And the impact of these frequencies on every person is different as well. So it's quite possible that some of you are going to feel very calm and peaceful, and some of you might not feel the same, but might feel uncomfortable. So it all depends on how your body is interacting with the frequencies. However, understand that these codes do not have any kind of negative impact on your energetic field. They are here to serve you in the best way possible. They are just like homeopathic remedies, just like a flower essence, which only impacts on the best way possible to bring the desired shifts within your bodies and your thoughts. So keep an open mind when you are interacting with these quantum healing tools, and there's always an integration period from 3 to 7 days for these frequencies to bring a positive impact on yourself. So allow that integration period to work for you rather than judging the process. All right? And since I already have the consent from all of you here to work on you using these quantum healing tools, therefore I'm going to start with the very first code for clearing any stress on any one of you. And this energetic prescription that I'm going to be sharing with you is copyrighted, so please be very mindful of copying this code or using it for your routine practice, because this is all under the copyrights, and unless you are a certified codes of art practitioner, please do not use this code in your practice. All right. So starting with the first code of assisting you all with the frequency which helps calming down your forebrain centers and alerting your brain synapses. In other words, relieving stress and activating energetic shifts for more focus. And you might wonder what a synapses is. So simply stated, synapses are the junctions between neurons in the nervous system, and the function of the synapses is to transfer electric activity, which is the information, from one cell to another. So this is all science. This is all quantum physics. I will be doing the activation protocols silently. However, you are all required to interact with this frequency as per your choice. You may look at the center of the code, deeply inhale through your nose, and then see this code in your third eye, which is right between your two brows. And then you can even close your eyes to see the impression of this code with your closed eyes in your third eye. And when you are going to see this impression in your third eye without actually physically looking at the code, you can send this vibration and frequency with an out breath to every single cell and particle of your being. So basically, how you can do the activation of this frequency on yourself is through your breath. So taking deep, slow breaths is very important. Consciously breathe. At the count of 4, inhale through your nose. Then pause. At the count of 4, see the code in your third eye. And then at the count of 8, exhale this code in every single cell and particle of your being. So just through this simple exercise, you bring in the frequencies of this scalar wave program, and then your body is intelligent enough to use this received frequency in the best way possible. So we don't judge the process, we allow the integration to take place, and our higher selves, which is basically our guide available with us 24/7, is responsible for taking these frequencies and guiding these frequencies through our bodies as per our need. And your higher self knows best what is for your highest good, as it is in direct communication with the divine source energies. So trust the process and allow the frequencies to do their work. All right? All right, everyone. So start looking at the center of the code. Inhale at the count of 4. See the code in your third eye. And then exhale slowly at the count of 8. Sending this frequency to every single cell and particle of your being. And you can continue this practice till I will declare the energy to go quantum. The quantum release of the energy is something that I feel in my left hand as an energy signature, which tells me that on what level of your awareness the energy is working, the frequencies are working, and when the energy goes under my palm and towards my wrist, coming to the wrist is the point when I understand that the frequency has completely been received by all the attendees of the session. So this at times requires some time to wait up. So I will be appreciative of your patience. Just continue looking at the center of the code. Keep inhaling this frequency within your body and wait till I declare the energy to go quantum. Did any one of you had any episodes of stress today? Or is any one of you undergoing any chronic stress in your life? So this energetic prescription is basically to relieve stress. The ones who are saying yes, you are going to feel a lot of tingling sensations inside your brain. No need to worry about, as this is just the energy that is doing its work. So understand and remember that there is always a choice point for you to choose to go with the stressful situation or to avoid it. Stress is created via our thoughts about the situations. So how aware you are of your thoughts? You have the power to create them. You have the power to direct them towards a choice and action. Some of you are quantum healing practitioners, so you probably are also feeling the energy in your left hand. It is still at the base of my fingers, moving slowly towards the middle of the palm. Keep a beautiful smile on your face, everyone. You are interacting right now with very powerful frequencies coming to you as a gift from Yvonne and myself, as we both are committed to serve humanity in the best way possible. When I initially started this work, I came to learn that there are several out there who are not capable of joining my paid sessions, and this way are deprived from receiving high frequency work. So as per my guidance, I started at least bringing some of these high frequencies in the form of free sessions for everyone, and also as a way of inspiring others to start choosing to work with these high frequencies, becoming practitioners of this sacred work themselves. And several of you have actually chosen to become the practitioners. And you know how impactful and empowering this work is. It's now moving towards the base of my palm, coming towards the wrist, almost going quantum. So as you are interacting with these high frequencies, you are impacting your gene expression at the same time. You are subjecting your body to an environment of high frequencies. Again, you have chosen to do that. You are empowered enough to choose to be here. Receiving these high frequencies, again, is a choice point. Everyone, please go ahead and drink some water. And one way to infuse these frequencies is also to visualize this code inside the water and then consuming it. Yes, the energy is quantum. This means that we are good to move to our next activation. How is everyone feeling? Amazing shifts for Alia. Wonderful. Yes, our bodies are very intelligent. You don't require to force anything on any part of your body. Just doing this inhaling of the code and exhaling it to the entire body is enough. And then whatever part of the body requires this frequency the most, the energy will be directed towards that part automatically through your body intelligence. I feel great and peaceful, Alia. Very soft energy, Ivan. I choose to send hugs and kisses to all beings. Thank you, Alia. Alfaram. Relaxed, Alia Hashim. Amazing. Awesome. All right. Beautiful. So now we are going to move to the next activation. A very beautiful frequency imbued with love. This is another powerful code of A, which has the underlying template of love. It is also using the 528 Hz frequency, which is associated with the heart chakra. And I believe that majority of you are already aware of the 528 Hz frequency, as it has always been thought to stand for love and miracles. And in fact, Dr. Leonard has proclaimed that 528 cycles per second is literally the core creative frequency of nature. And nature is all about love. The fundamental law of physics, which is regarding the law of vibration, meaning that everything is in constant motion, every molecule in existence is vibrating. And right now, this scalar wave program is vibrating a lot. It is vibrating because your body and your higher self recognizes this frequency very well. So it's welcoming this frequency wholeheartedly. And given the fact that vibrations have deep impact on another vibrations, it only makes sense that this powerful vibration will influence our genetic makeup as well. This particular frequency has adapted the name miracle because of its use through history to heal and repair DNA. And it has also been observed by genetic biochemists. So again, this is pure science. And there is really no surprise that the frequency of love can repair your DNA. It is of no surprise, considering that this vibrational pattern and our DNA both share the same core Merkaba geometry. Yes, your Merkaba geometry is the same. It would make perfect sense that they are both resonating and strengthening one another through this activation. So continue looking at the center of this code. As you can feel, there is a lot of activity happening in this code right now. Inhale the code into your third eye, and with an exhale, send it once again to every single cell and particle of your being. Again, keep a beautiful, loving smile on your face. Enjoy the frequencies. Allow your body intelligence to receive it and direct it to the areas that require this frequency the most. And remember that as you are now the recipient of these frequencies, and through optical panel induction process, which is like inhaling the code into your third eye and exhaling it into your entire body, you are carrying this frequency within you. So be very aware of what you are holding on to now. Because once you become the carrier of these powerful frequencies, you are moving around with these frequencies and impacting everything and everyone that comes in contact with you. So you already have received the powerful frequency to clear the stress. You are a carrier of that frequency. So you can also now consider yourself as an antidote for stress. And now you are the recipient of this love frequency. So energize this frequency more and more in your heart chakra, and every single cell and particle of your being, which has a mind of its own, is also receiving this frequency. And then when you go around meeting people, visiting places, be aware of spreading this frequency through yourself. Okay? Your intent and awareness is very powerful. When you keep this powerful intent that you are going to become the carrier of this frequency, and you spread it consciously around yourself, then you become one of the guardians. You become one of the light workers. You are actually serving your soul purpose. The sole purpose of every human being is to serve, is to love, is to spread happiness. So you become that light that only spreads happiness and joy. So keep this awareness within you. All right? And keep hydrating yourself, as the frequencies are very strong and powerful, so you might feel thirsty. And whichever frequency is displayed on your screen, you can infuse that inside your water, and then you consume the water. All right, everyone. It didn't took much time to integrate, I believe. How's everyone doing? Still with me? Enjoying the frequencies? Spectacular, great. Yes, it sure is. Feeling so much love and joy. Yes, Famida. Continue receiving it. And then once you have it, you can spread it. Only for the highest good of humanity. Yeah, you are pretty good at this point, Alia. Because we did the clearing of the stress, that's why it took us less time to do the frequency of love. Magical indeed. Now taking this quantum healing work to yet another level, which will actually be very close to majority of you in terms of your real purpose of life, that how you can impact the collective in a most harmonious way. Yeah. So start looking at the center of this beauty, a very luminant divine source light is encoded within this quantum healing tool. You're only required to interact with this code and see yourself becoming this code. Every single cell and particle of your body becoming a luminant light, what you are witnessing on the screen. Yes, Samara, thank you for your feedback. Yes, the frequency of 528 is very powerful frequency, and the code you all have received just before this one is one of the miracle codes. So what you are sharing here is actually very true. And this beauty on your screen is one of the powerful codes from the DNA activations protocols. So I was guided to use this specific code in this session as it is very much in line with our today's topics, impacting powerfully your gene expressions and helping you in finding more positive ways, choosing more positive ways to think and live your life. Again, inhale the code into your third eye, and with your closed eyes, see the code in your third eye. Then with an exhale, once again send it to every single cell and particle of your being. And with every interaction with this code, see yourself becoming this luminant light. See yourself becoming like a pillar of white light in your physical location. And this is actually happening. You probably are going to feel a lot of tingling sensations and warm sensations in your entire body. This work has become even more powerful now with the presence of the ascension frequencies already in place. We had been intensely working on activating the ascension frequencies since the past several years. Ascension frequencies are already here. So the impact of using these energetic prescriptions is now even more powerful. However, our target is not yet met. We still require to ascend more and more in consciousness. The ascension frequencies are supportive of this quantum healing work. Therefore, there are a lot of new codes with even more new higher frequencies coming. Yvonne is working on them. Yes, as I mentioned, there will be a lot of tinglings. Your fingertips, your feet, all of your chakras are receiving this divine source light. So keep this visual of yourself becoming this light. And it is done. The energy is quantum. Very powerful indeed. Thank you, my dear Alia. You all are playing a major role in this quantum shift as well. So I'm really grateful to all of you, especially all of my guardian members who are again joining today. Alright, so go ahead everyone, drink some water again, infusing this code in water and drink it. How did this particular scalar wave program serve you? Some of you mentioned strong tinglings in your entire body. Yeah, keep smiling. These are energetic prescriptions for sure. Elevating your moods, impacting your genes in the most harmonious way. So Ivan, you are feeling a lot of tinglings in the feet. Famida's feeling very empowered. Yes, Alia, fully intact and connected. Indeed. Grateful. Spectacular. Especially when you guys are interacting with these high frequencies, be very aware of your breath, because you are activating these frequencies through your breath. So don't be in a rush. It's a high energy work, so sweating is normal, Fahmida. Alright everyone, so we are done with these powerful activations. Now I have a special announcement that I would like to share with all of you. The Guardians group, it's a very powerful group of several empowered individuals who are working with me since a long time now. We stopped our activities from January 2018. However, I have been asked to resume the monthly sessions from September 2018. And I do not ever doubt my guidance, so I am reopening the Guardians group monthly sessions from September 2018, the first Sunday of every month. And this is a 1-year membership. The opportunities are now open for new members. Majority of my Guardian members are resuming this work. Of course, they are the ones who are meant to take it at the first place, so they are fully prepared to take it to the next level. And if you would like to learn more about this particular group who is dedicated to work on themselves and for the planet, you can visit my website, empoweredmaster.com, members area. Our focus is mostly to activate and empower the grids of the planet with the ascension frequencies. And for this purpose, we have very powerful codes of R that we are using. And as we are working on the planetary grids, we are actually working on our own grids within our bodies as well. So it is a win-win for all the members as they are empowering themselves while serving their soul purpose in the best way possible as well. So this is a membership opportunity announcement for those of you who would like to join this group. You may contact me on shazia@empoweredmaster.com. There is a very reasonable membership investment for 1 year. because this work basically requires you to participate in the service. Therefore, I have kept the investment very economical, and it is very easy for almost everyone to join this program for 1 year. You don't require to do anything anymore, Ivan, as you are already in the Guardians group. Also, Alia Alfaram, you are already a member of the Guardian. So those of you who said yes to my post are already in. However, I will be starting a new Facebook page. So the ones who are saying yes will be included in that page. All right, everyone, let's now move forward with our golden frequencies download, as I am done with the activations for all of you, and I truly hope that you all have received the insights in the best way possible, and all the frequencies have been received for your highest good. So start visualizing yourself enveloped with the golden liquid light filaments. See a vortex of golden liquid light filaments going all around you, connecting you all to the pillars of light, up through your crown chakra into the higher realms, the luminous light above all creations, the gust of higher consciousness. While being in the middle of this golden liquid light filaments vortex, start bringing these light filaments inside your body through your crown chakra. Slowly and gradually move it down through your third eye chakra, your throat chakra, your heart chakra. Keep visualizing these golden liquid filaments energizing every single muscle and particle of your being as it is going through this downward progression through your chakras. And now see it going all the way and infusing in your root chakra. Now, keeping this visualization of this stunning golden liquid light, send these golden lights to all of your family members. See it spreading through you to all of your family members, your home, your neighborhood, your physical location, going all the way down to the grids of your physical location. And then further from there, expanding to the entire planet, bathing our beautiful planet with golden liquid filaments and charging its grids with this golden light of love. Feel this expansion happening through you, this activation happening through you, and feel the quietness all around you. It is humbly requested in the name of divine love and by the laws of the golden liquid realms and alchemical powers that all attendees of this webinar be infused with divine source light, charging them with new codes, new templates, and new soul programming from their higher self and higher realms for the highest good for themselves, for their families, and for the collective now, Tahija and Todai. I salute your Christos avatar self from my Christos avatar self, and I truly wish that you all have integrated this session in the best way possible and in line with your higher self. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So thank you very much everyone for your presence with me tonight. Once again, I am truly humbled and appreciate your given time. And remember that you are the carrier of these frequencies and you are holding on to them consciously for the goodness of all. All right. You may contact me on my email address shazia@empoweredmaster.com, and you can also visit my website for more details about the Guardians Group. Much love to all of you. Take care of yourself and be gentle with yourself. Rest well, keep yourself well hydrated, and allow these frequencies to integrate within your bodies in the coming few days. All right, everyone. Take care. Much love. Good night from my side of the world.